Hello and welcome to another episode of Haldimoms. We've got your hosts, Michelle.
And Janelle.
Yeah, and today is a good one. Today is one that I like.
Me too, actually. We're talking about old trends and slang and our new trends and slang from kids, which is really, I guess we have like a big open gap because you have like nieces and nephews, and then we have our kids that come out with things like, I always see the shirts that say you went from mommy to mom to bruh. I feel like I need one that says I went from mommy to mom to girl because my daughter's literally like girl. And
You gotta have one of those out there.
They have to. The first time she said it, she's like, girl, let me tell you. And I was like,
Wait, me? Yeah, you're like, me?
who are you talking to?
I know, this isn't just boy moms. We need to cater to all demographics.
Yeah. I was like, what girl are you speaking about? She's like, you. And I was like, I'm your mother, first of all. And she starts hysterically laughing. She's like, no, girl. Like, listen to this. First of all, you're 9. Second of all, I'm your mother. She's like, no, but girl, you gotta hear this. And then my husband just walks by. I wonder where she got that from.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. Really, I wonder where she did get that from. Like, we're not saying that to each other all the time.
I know, girl.
Or babe. Hey, babe.
Hey, babe.
I call everybody babe. That's my thing.
I've learned so much over the last little bit. Like, things that I would say apparently are not okay to say. When I was younger, if you said someone was a stud, like...
Meant that they were hot, right?
Yeah, oh, look at that stud.
Right?
That is not what that means anymore.
What
Do
does
not
it
call
mean?
anyone a stud.
Why? What does it mean now?
I feel so friggin' old. Are we though?
Yeah, every time I get together with my family, I'm the youngest out of the old people, so I always feel like
Me
I'm
too,
vibing
actually.
with, I feel like I'm vibing. I always tell my niece I'm cool, right? She's like, yeah, you're way cooler than anybody else here. I'm the coolest because I'm the youngest of the old people, okay?
Same.
That's what's getting me by this old age, okay? This ripe old age of 35.
Literally.
Okay, wait, so go back to stud. What does that mean?
Like, stud is a term you use for a girl that dresses like a boy that you think is... This is what I was told. If you guys think I'm wrong, or this person told me the wrong lingo, let me know. But is a closeted lesbian.
Oh.
Why is that a thing now? A stud was always a good-looking...
Somewhere, I feel like it's one of those telephone gone wrong. You know, when you whisper in someone's ear and then all of a sudden at the end of the line, it's like a completely different word. This is one of those situations. But like generations. Generations of telephone gone wrong. It's not what it used to be.
Horrible thing, right?
Yeah.
Or like Riz. You've heard that one, right?
I've heard of that one, yes. It reminds me of Rizzo. From
Grease?
Yes. Tell me more, did you get any far? Tell me more,
like does he have a car? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, our age is showing. Stop. This is what I mean. This is bad.
But what does it mean? To me, Riz, I would think that would be cool or fun, maybe.
No, it's...
I'm not embarrassed.
Yeah, you're the cool aunt.
Wow, I'm so cool.
Do the roar.
I'm Riz.
No, I think it's like, you've got moves.
Oh.
Are you gonna Riz her up? Oh, no. Like, Riz.
Are you sure about that, Janelle? I don't know.
Yes!
Where, how come you know all this, huh? I don't know if I trust you. I feel like you're setting me up.
I'm not
I'm
setting...
gonna leave here and I'm gonna be like, yo, I rizzed her up so good. She rizzed me up, actually.
And there's a new term for how guys refer to their girls, like, she's the shite. Which I don't like, because that's not a term of endearment. That's not a thing.
It's not nice.
So a guy to be like, yeah, you're a hot shite. Thanks, bruh.
One thing that I remember, I don't know about you, if you remember this from high school, or if this was just like a my high school thing, but I remember if you thought somebody was like not good looking, you would say they're ranch.
Ranch?
Yeah.
Ranch or raunch?
No, ranch. The guys at my school would be like, or not just like referring to somebody's looks, but also meaning not good. Like, that's ranch. You'd have to say it like that, though. Was that not a thing?
I don't know. I was a Jersey Shore girl, so like people would say, the grenade whistle!
I was Jersey Shore, but that was in high school times for me. That was early 20s for me.
Yeah. We're a year apart.
Yeah.
So no, that wasn't high school.
No, but
Sorry.
I did like the Jersey Shore time. That was fun.
That was.
Even though all they did was go out, get wasted on a Friday night, and then be hungover the next day and get mad at each other for like talking to other people.
I'm trying to think what people said in my.
What a weird. Why were we all obsessed with Jersey Shore?
I don't know. It was just. I just liked Pauly D when he'd go, "God's here, God's here,"
and they would like. I think it's just.
I actually liked the Geordie Shore more.
Oh, the UK version.
Loved it. Obsessed.
I don't think I.
Birds everywhere.
I don't think I ever watched this one. Where would they go? There's somewhere in England that has Jersey Shore vibes.
Yeah, they were in Newcastle and they called them Birds. The girls were called Birds.
Maybe I did watch that, but every time I was watching it, I was drinking with them, so then I wouldn't remember watching it.
I don't know. It was really good. I just loved the slang. One guy was always like, birds everywhere.
Sorry, I can't relate.
It's the way he did. Birds everywhere. I was like, okay, get him.
That's fun.
That's all I remember.
Oh my god, what are other things that we used to say, like...
Pen 15, do you remember it? You used to go around and be like, do you want to be a part of my Pen 15 club?
God.
And I remember being so jealous that everyone was in this Pen 15 club, and then someone came up to me, they were like, you want to be in my Pen 15 club? And I was like, do I ever?
You're lying.
And then they put it on my hand, and I was like, Dad, I'm a part of a Pen 15 club. I got in so much shit. My brain did not function at all when I was younger.
Whose did, though? All of our chemicals and hormones running through our veins. Nobody knew what they were talking about. Nobody knew what they were doing. The guys in my high school, they thought they were so ghetto. Like, just the way they spoke, right? Like,
Did you ever have guys in your school that used to put tinfoil in their mouth because Grills, that song
No.
Grills was really big, and they'd put tinfoil in their mouth
Stop.
and try and make fake grills?
Oh my god, I can't even think about that. It's like nails on a chalkboard.
I know.
Ah!
Kind of...
Why?
Do you remember that song Grills? You don't
No,
remember that?
but sing it for me, please. Refresh my
Smile
memory.
for me, daddy. I don't want to sing it.
No, I don't.
It's like Nelly.
Maybe I didn't dive that deep into the rap world.
I don't know.
Or maybe I did.
Maybe it's just where I grew up.
Maybe you're just a terrible singer.
Well, yeah, that's
I'm just
too.
joking. You're not.
Oh, I
You're
definitely
beautiful
am.
in so many other ways. I do have a story for you because you know me now.
Yeah, for sure.
But when I was in high school, I did some dumb shit. And let me tell you, I was in the principal's office a lot because I just really didn't care. And I didn't even graduate high school. I was way too cool back then.
I got a proficiency award actually in high school.
Wow, we're total polar opposites. But that's why we get along so well. But one day when I got in trouble for I don't even know what, I was in the office and I took the clicker, like the universal clicker for all the TVs in the school, and I left the office. Yeah, this was bad. I'm telling you, I was bad. And I went around and I turned on all the TVs in every classroom and put it on much music and then turned the volume up and then would run away. And they made an announcement, Michelle, please come down to the office. Like I wasn't already in the office and that's where I got it from. But I did, and I thought it was the most funniest, genius thing I've ever done in my life. That was bad. But still kind of funny to look back on.
Please don't do
Tell me,
what
though, that
Michelle did.
I used to also go around and tape all the doors shut.
What do you mean tape the door shut?
You know how you can pull them open like this? Well, I would like tape around it.
Oh my god.
So nobody could open the door. Yeah. Like, why? Hormones and raging thoughts. Like, couldn't tell you why now.
So, wait, you didn't finish school because you left it or because they made you leave?
I never got expelled. I just stopped going.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They didn't really want me there, so like I did them a favor. Otherwise.
But you did finish school.
I did. I got my GED and I went to college and I have a good job and yeah, so.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. I did, yeah. I ended up going to college twice.
Because you were a lab tech, right?
Yeah, I did blood work and I took journalism. I did a bunch of other weird things in between there, but nothing that really stuck. I bartended for most of my life, which I loved. I loved being a bartender. I even bartended on Princess Cruises. The name of the ship was Regal Princess. It was brand new at the time. That was an experience. That
would
was
have
a
been
vibe.
fun.
Yeah. I had so many jobs. I've done so many things in my life. You gotta try things. Like, if it doesn't work, like, look at this pot. Like, you know what I mean? Anything. If it doesn't work, then whatever. You got it. I'm not out here. I don't even care.
That was me.
Even if I am out here embarrassing myself. Guess what? You would never do the things I've done. Right? And I'm so glad I did it because now I have a daughter and I have to take care of her and like they need routine, whereas like before my life was not routine.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I kind of just like lived on the whim of whatever. What is the word? What's the phrase there? I don't know.
Don't ask me about phrases because I used to say hoeing and humming, so frig. And nobody told me for years I was saying it wrong. Friggin' hoeing and humming over here. I literally went to school for one job and I've done the same job since I finished school. I'm boring.
Which is good. No,
it's
like
fine.
Had I known what I wanted to do and had a vision like you did, my life would be totally different and I would probably have a secure thing going on. I thrive on change, so like
my kids do not. So I'm pretty punctual with things for the most part.
That's good. I am too. I've learned to be that way.
I like to switch things up, but
if you knew me literally like 7 years ago before I had my daughter, I was a completely different person. I don't even really think I liked myself back then. I love the way that having a kid changed me.
I think I was different in grade 9. I was a busybody. And then once I met my husband in the summer of grade 9, because we've been together for 19 years.
I can't believe you guys have been together for that long.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Crazy.
That's amazing. And you've been married for...
I think we've been married for 10 years? No, it'll be 11 years this summer.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like 50 saying you've been married for 25 years. That's pretty cool. No, that's pretty cool because that's how I feel a lot of my family is. My parents just celebrated their 50th anniversary in their 60s. So,
it's unheard of now.
Yeah, they got married when they were 17. Well, when my mom was 17, I think my dad was 20, but
yeah.
It is unheard of. I think that's so cool. You guys have a love that I don't know, I look up to.
Where we want to kill each other sometimes? Absolutely.
But you guys get along so well. Yeah, sometimes you're like, whatever, annoyed with each other. As every couple is, but I don't know, I love watching you guys together.
Do you?
I do. I love you both.
Sometimes I could kill him. It's fine, though.
Sometimes I
love you.
I'm just kidding, but I love when I walk in, he's like, what's up, loser?
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, he's very sweet. Sometimes.
Yeah.
He's a typical guy, right?
Yeah. Same with mine.
He's supportive.
At least they're normal. Right? Like, no, honestly, nowadays try dating. I've heard stories.
I've already told Craig if we ever get divorced or anything, I'm just gonna stay single and never get married again or anything.
Really?
Yes. I don't want to date. I don't want to date anybody. Men are headaches.
They are.
I would
They
never.
really are.
Never gonna bother ever again.
Well, you have nothing to worry about because you guys are not divorcing. So.
No. But if you leave, I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, what were you doing?
I just said, I'm not dating again. Oh my God, Michelle's plotting your death here. But yeah, no way. But I am worried about dating for like kids for the future. Like,
after our last episode talking about
dating is terrifying.
Yeah.
Because kids are weird. Do they just become boyfriend and girlfriend and that's that? What do they do now? I guess we'll find out with Callum and Ruby. There's AI now, which is terrifying because there's these people that can basically make their personality however they want, put it out there, and then they can make a description of themselves, and then these young people get like lured to different places. Human trafficking is through the roof, and I think it's naive that especially people in Haldimom and Norfolk think that human trafficking isn't happening here, because it is. It 100% is happening here because we are in a rural community where we don't have, I don't want to say as much going on, but because we have these youth who are so technology focused and so media crazed with these celebrities, they want to be TikTok famous.
Yeah.
So they hear from these people from Toronto that have these like crazy followings, which apparently you can pay these chat GBT or GPT or whatever it is, they're analytic group things, and they'll actually just give you 10,000 followers, 15,000 followers, and that's their job, to just sit in these rooms and give you followings. And then these young kids, like females most of the time, but it happens to males too, are like, oh, this person wants to be my producer, they want to sign me for modeling, they want me to come and like do this thing for acting. So then they go and meet them on sketchy back roads or whatever to pick them up, and they take them. And then they end up in these sketchy friggin' houses and all this other stuff, or we don't see them or hear from them again.
That's so scary.
And like, parents need to track them.
Yeah.
Track your kids. I say, if you're paying for these phone bills and stuff, have those conversations. I think too, like, some parents try to take the hard line of, you don't go out, you don't do this, you don't meet people. And I think when you put in those really hard boundaries, they just don't tell you things. And when they don't tell you things, guess what? They're just going to do it anyways, and they're going to do it behind your back. You just have the open conversation. You let them go out, you let them hang out with people, you meet them, you get phone numbers, and you have to trust them until trust is broken. Like,
you're really good with that. You're really good with trusting people, and I've noticed that with you.
Aria comes home and literally tells me everything.
Oh, that's so good.
Like, kids tell me everything because they know it's better to tell me things and have those consequences than me find out something and then have bigger consequences.
Yeah.
We've always had that conversation. That's one thing where mine and my husband's parenting has always been the same, and it works. And we always do the trust piece of, we give you this room because we trust you, but as soon as you break it, we will reel you in. And then we outline for them, this is what needs to happen for us to trust you again. Yeah. The parenting approach of you just don't do it doesn't work anymore. Yeah. Because obviously you encourage those conversations. You don't want your kids to do things, but we're in a different place. They will make the right choices if they trust you and you communicate with them openly, for sure.
And if you think back to like how we were when we were younger, I defied everything because I did have that closed.
I did too.
And it was never talked about, and
nothing
it was basically like, you don't do this, or it was never even spoken that I don't do this. I was in a lot of dangerous situations that I look back now, but I didn't know any better.
No.
And I kept putting myself in those situations because I did keep it a secret, right? Like, my parents didn't know what I was up to all the time because I never told them because I didn't want to get in trouble. So, open 100%. Communication, and not whenever my daughter comes to me and says something, I'm just like, you're not in trouble. I'm so glad you were honest with it. I know that you were angry. Let's talk about those emotions.
Validation's really important.
I never had that growing up. I never had validation. I was always wrong in everybody's eyes, so.
It's a hard thing. You know, my son is a very sensitive boy. Like, you know he is.
Yeah.
And I validate a lot of his feelings, and a lot of the times it's, you have to stop making him so sensitive. Well, no, it's not about making him sensitive. It's validating the fact that it's okay for him to be upset. It's how he handles it, right? Like, that whole circle of control and of, like, you're allowed to be upset, babe. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to feel your feels. What you're not allowed to do is, like, when he's, more so when he's out of our home, right? I guess he's a little bit more outward with his feelings, but when he's at home and he's safe, he cries and he gets hugs, and, well, you see him. He doesn't get crazy or anything when he's upset, but it's talking to him about how he handles his reactions to things with other people. Men need to be allowed to be told, you can be upset, because I think the biggest thing I ever learned was mad is a hat for sad.
Yeah, totally.
And men get mad and people are like, they're so angry, they're so angry, they're so angry. Okay, so maybe dig deeper, talk to them, like, what is it that it's upsetting you? Let's stop saying you're angry, you're angry, you're angry. Come at them with, why are you so upset right now? Like, let's use some different language and open up the dialogue, because I think that's, like, a big thing that gets missed with men so much. It's that lack of validation of, like, and the lack of validation comes from, we go straight to anger with them. Men are always angry, but sometimes it's not that they're angry, they're just upset.
Yeah.
It's like with women, right?
Oh, I notice that with myself all the time.
They say girls get so angry they cry, right? And they're like, oh, you're just so upset. So why don't we use that dialogue with men and just say...
Yeah, because the initial emotion there is sadness. You wouldn't be crying if you were angry. You'd be crying if you're sad. So that's the real reason. That's a good thing that you brought that up, because even I, the other day, I did something, I forget what it was, and it took a lot for me to say, I'm angry because I'm actually sad that I did that, and I feel stupid, I feel embarrassed. It took a lot for me to say those words, and I didn't mean to do that, but now I feel dumb because of it, and now I'm angry about it. It is a lot of emotions, but initially it stems from the sadness.
100%.
And then I cried.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm so angry that I'm crying.
And it's not everybody. Some people genuinely get angry, but switching our words is so powerful sometimes, right? Like, from what did you do to like, what can I do?
Yeah, and hugs are so good. My thing is physical touch. Like, you want to talk it out. Maybe at that moment it's not a good idea when I'm so emotionally charged to talk it out, but just hold me and hug me. And I know that that's babyish, but that works for me. And we all just need a good hug sometimes.
This was our slaying segment. Do you like how we just get so off topic?
We basically are always,
we always start one way.
I love chitty chatties with you though. We good. We got each other.
Yeah.
We good.
And hopefully you guys learn some stuff.
And chime in too. Like, honestly, if you disagree with what we're saying, by all means, tell us and tell us why. I'm always open to other perspectives and
100%.
perceptions, because
I'm definitely open to hearing from you guys. Send us your stories, some of your questions. I don't know if I ever said what I do, but I work in the mental health field, so that's why some of my inputs is just some of my thoughts and how I process information and what works for my kiddos. That's just my experience over the years, and it's things I've definitely learned and have had to learn for myself, especially over the years, especially with validation, which is something I'm still learning, because I think you can always learn and grow.
You're so smart. You're so solid.
I'm still learning.
You're a good mom. You're a good friend. You're such a good person in every way. So.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying.
I love you.
And now we are getting to the review portion. So we actually had the privilege of going to Frisky Beaver. It is a winery. It is off of Radical Road in Simcoe. The grounds were absolutely stunning when we went there. They had beautiful lights out in the backyard with a beautiful patio setting. We met with one of the workers in there.
Who was giving us the wine tasting.
Yeah, she was phenomenal. She was so knowledgeable. She was so helpful. We also met the winemaker, who was also super nice, super helpful, because Michelle was really stuck on a brand of wine that she thought was supposed to taste like
metal.
Yeah. And it turns out she was right, so...
It's a thing. Riesling, right?
Yes, so I apologize for that, because Michelle was adamant that there was supposed to be this strand of wine.
I know my wines.
Honestly, hands down, I am a huge wine mama. Like, huge wine mom. So, I've gone to many wine tastings. I have to say, absolutely one of the top wine tastings I've been to. I was not rushed. They answered all of our questions. They have 3 strands of wine. Their top one is the Smoking Gamble, which is done in the barrels.
Yeah.
Then they have the Frisky, which is done in steel. And then they have something called the Crappy, which I thought was super cool because they use everything, which I loved about this place. So the Crappy is like all the leftovers, and they take that and they turn it into wine too. Mm-hmm. And it was still fantastic, by the way. So, and that's still in white and reds.
Which gives you like a price range, right? So there's like obviously the more higher end, the middle end, and then the lower end. So they've kind of got everything for everybody.
Everything for everyone. Yeah. They also had beers there now too.
And the ice wine, oh my god, it was so good.
Yes, which was brand new this year.
Yeah.
The ice wine was actually my absolute favorite. I think I bought 3 bottles.
Yeah, we took some home for sure.
I wish I could have stayed and tried literally everything because I was having so much fun there. They had their regulars in as well,
Yeah.
and they just had so much fun there with them.
It was such a vibe, like the banter back and forth between everybody in the building. Even though it was my first time there, it was kind of like everybody was included in the conversation.
Another thing I absolutely loved is Frisky Beaver is the first winery in Canada to have the recyclable wine bottles. I don't have one to show you right now, but you can recycle the bottle and the insert inside can actually be brought back to the beer store. So we also partner with them for you guys to receive 5%, which you can use on top of their weekly deals that also change every Tuesday. So that's super awesome for you guys. You can also shop on their shopwine.ca, and they do offer free shipping in most of Ontario.
On orders over 100.
We also brought, because why not do a live wine tasting, right?
This is why I was so excited. I'm so down for a glass of wine right now.
This is one we didn't get to try. So this is the Frisky Beaver, and this is the Cocky Carbonet.
Can I see?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a red. What I found really awesome about the Frisky Beaver was they have a membership where you can sign up, and when you sign up they have events and stuff that they host through the summer. They also do private parties and things like that. So if you go in, sign up for the membership, it's free to sign up.
They have bands in the summer there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
Did you mention that? I think they have a lot of cover bands, but like, who doesn't?
Stunning.
Yeah.
Like their outside area was absolutely beautiful, and I mean, if you can't get away or you just wanted to go for even an hour, you could bring your kids with you. They have food there that you can have as well. You can order little picnic baskets, and they have awesome like little chips and all those types of
They
things.
have pizzas.
Pizza. So yeah, definitely the place to be. They know what they're talking about. Their wine's fantastic.
I'm gonna do like a little reel just
Yeah.
to give you guys a little taste of what it's like there.
Yeah, super awesome. We will definitely be going back.
Shall I pour?
Yes, you shall pour. But yeah, definitely go check it out. Like I said, Radical Road in Simcoe. We will get that reel up for you as soon as this episode airs. We want to thank Frisky for having us come in and do this review. And please go check it out so we know what you guys think about it as well. Cheers.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, that's really good.
I really like that.
So when you go in for the tasting, you can actually sit and like pick all your cards. They each have a little description.
You just put them down like right in front of each glass, so you know what you're drinking, you know what it's called, you know, right? And then all the bottles are right there behind you, so if you're taking it home with you, you can just go grab it.
It's seamless.
Mhm.
It was the best experience I've had for a wine tasting.
This is really good.
It is really good, actually. So I think we're gonna go finish our wine. Not the bottle, just our glasses. And this is Haldimoms. So till next time, this is Janelle.
And Michelle.
Bye.
Bye.